Hi, I'm Tony, and this is my assessment task 3 super graphic for social change for communication for design class. We will begin with stage 1 research. So the first thing first, the social issue that I choose is social anxiety, or also known as social phobia, and my goal is in making this super graphic with the theme social anxiety is to raise the awareness to people, except especially teenager and kids. So here is the research that I using Pinterest to find inspiration of my super graphic that I like or I think are really interesting. Here's more example, more, 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 and more. Based on my Pinterest research, I created two style scripts, and the first one is mainly around typographic with big words filling the whole space, and the font that use mainly here are sans serif, mostly with round edges, like the font that I found here is Avalon or Colorkind. Um, the color are bright and neon-like on a dark background, and the artistic style is they here is using painting and watercolor. This is my second starscape, and the starscape is more environmental and mainly part here filled with illustration of people. It looks like kids drawing to me, doodle like. The font that I decided to go for this one are Adventure and Sunflower, and the color will be neutral and bright. For the artistic style, here is using the crayon to do this one. Next, I did some location scouting of where my super graphic will be placed. The first location that I choose is on 106 Street, Richmond, and near the neighborhood. It's near the neighborhood where I live. And the reason I picked the location is because of the Vietnamese community in this neighborhood, and I want to raise the awareness about my social issues to my people. I have some example of the blank wall that I'm going to might going to use. Here's more example. Uh, for my second location is inside Screenman campus, and I have found so many blank walls to put my super graphic on. The reason I picked this location is because I want students and everyone to see my super graphic and raise the awareness about the social anxiety, especially teenagers and students. Here's some fine wall that I took a picture of. Next we have stage 2 concept design. So we start up with the mind map for social anxiety. So here I wrote down some keyword like symptoms for the social anxiety is are nervous, rapid heart rate, sweaty, goosebump, shaky, trembling. And when these symptoms begin is when they do a public performance or talking, meeting with in a social activity event. The behaviors here are they always expecting the worst case scenario happens to them, avoiding conversation, avoiding a situation with intense fears. The treatment for the social anxiety is doing therapies or taking medication. Here is a list of message that I listed down. Here is like, I am not antisocial, I'm just not social. Worry is a misuse of the imagination. Don't let social be your prison. Why worry when you can be social? Or don't let social worry stop you from greatness, and so on. Next, before doing the sketches for the starscape, I did a mind map first to figure out what stand out for each starscape. So the first starscapes here is being, I call it the typography. The elements doing here is using dots, mixing patterns, wavy and wiggly on the typography. The colors are bright, rainbow, vibrant, neon. The typography styles here is sans serif, handwriting, and custom. The styles that on the typography on this first stylescape is the will be eye-catching, painting, watercolor, splash, bold, flashy, decorative, and colorful. For my second stylescape, is doodle or kiss drawing. The elements is around animals, buildings, flower, and people. The colors here is bold, colorful, and warm. Neutral. Uh, Typography stars mainly sans serif, bold, comical style. The style for the second stylescape is using crayon. It looking funky, flows, kiss drawing like, funny looking and look busy. Here's my some of my concept sketches for the first stylescape. Based on there's my map, I did some sketches for the first one. With the word "don't let social be your prison," meaning the people with anxiety often find difficulty in doing social activities and often scared when something real goes wrong with them, just like a prisoner of their own anxiety. And some sketches of the second starscape with the message that said, "Don't let worry be your main characters." And the illustration here is about a group of happy and socialized people. Uh, it represents the societies today, and then one person looking sad because of the anxiety. Here's my refined concept sketch for the first style sketch. Since I can't access to watercolors or paint, I use the crayon and color pencils to do the colors on the first refined sketches for the starscape number one. Next is my starscape number two. As you can see here is a group of happy people with bright colors and the one looking sad person with sad face. He's with anxiety, and I painted them in a dark color themes. The message here is about the do not let worry be your main characters. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you soon in part two.